Hey guys, okay, so I don't know about you guys, but it was kind of a crummy Saturday for me, and I'm not feeling all that well. So I decided rather than do my fun usual live, I would just quickly show you guys what I do when I'm hungry, but I don't really feel like cooking something to eat. So we're going to just do a quick, hey, I'm hungry, I don't really feel like cooking something, what am I gonna have for a snack? So the way that I start that is we're gonna do a few slices of vegetables. Radish is one of my favorites for with dips and with platters. And in all honesty, guys, I just want you to see with this one that sometimes when you're really not in the mood to cook, you can still have something that's really easy and fun. I'm still in my house coat. That's why you guys aren't really going to see me today. I don't feel good. I even had a nap today. I don't know. I think I'm getting sick. But I realized, you know what? This is something that I throw together really quickly when I don't feel like cooking something. And I want you guys to see that even when you don't feel like making something, you can still have something that's a really good option, that's got good healthy fats. It's got, you know, good healthy veggies that you can have, and it's still quick and easy. So we're just going to make like 6 slices of cucumber, and we cut up 1 radish. And then I'm just going to show you. It's honestly really easy to make it pretty and fun. So when you guys see all my fancy food posts, not all of them are really strenuous to make. Sometimes it's just about making it pretty on the plate and throwing together something really, really quick. So we're going to put our cucumber, our radish, we're going to throw a couple of tomatoes on the plate. I'm just going to place that pretty because I said I was going to do it pretty. Hey, honey. I hope you're having a really wicked Saturday. It is so cold where I am right now. It's minus 30 plus wind chill. So it's brutal, even just going from my house to my garage right now. And I just really wasn't in the mood to make anything strenuous, but I'm hungry and I feel like eating something. So we're going to make the star of our snack, and it's going to be all good fat. So the other day I made, bacon mayo. And that was super easy to make. You take 4 egg yolks and 1 cup of rendered bacon fat. You whip up the eggs and you slowly add the rendered bacon fat to it, and it makes delicious bacon mayo. And I made this last Sunday. I made 1 jar and we ate the whole thing. So I think the bacon mayo is going to be on my list of meal prep on Sundays because it's absolutely delicious. So we're going to take our bacon mayo, and I'm just going to add some sour cream and salt and pepper. I did this last night and it turned out to be such an absolutely delicious dip. So I've got a tablespoon of the bacon mayo and about 1.5 tablespoons of sour cream. And I'm going to check that for consistency and then maybe add a little bit more sour cream. Yeah, I'm going to say about another 1/2 tablespoon. So 2 tablespoons total to 1 tablespoon of bacon mayo. And then we're just going to mix that. I'm going to grab some salt and pepper for it. So we'll do a little, I don't know if you can see, probably not. A little bit of Himalayan salt, a little bit of pepper. And then we're going to add a little bit of crumbled bacon to that so that we've got a little bit of protein. This is going to be a higher fat veggie snack. But for a little bit of added protein, we're going to add some crumbled bacon. And I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons. A nice liberal pinch of crumbled bacon. Now, I don't often buy the pre-made crumbled bacon, but in a pinch, it's okay. Now, this one doesn't have any carbs or sugars in it. So that's what I'm going to say is just watch your label on these. And they don't taste all that awesome, really. If I get a chance to cook my own bacon, I prefer it. But let's be honest, life is real, and sometimes we just don't have time to do all of that. especially on a day when you're in your house coat and you feel like you want to have a snack. Okay, so I'm going to grab just a little bit of green onion to throw on top of that. And I'm going to show you my other quick trick too when I'm lazy and I don't really feel like getting out my cutting board just for one thing. So I'm going to take one piece of my green onion and I'm just going to trim it. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to fold it in half, cut it, and just trim it right into on top of with my kitchen scissors. And then it's quick and easy, and I'm not pulling out my cutting board just to do a little bit. I'm going to stir it in and then put a little bit on top for garnish. And this was what I had for my first meal of the day today as well. Something very similar, minus the radish. But it was a quick and easy lunch, breakfast, I don't know, whatever you want to call it for me. But I also want to say that if you guys are hanging out for the football game tomorrow, I'm not really a sportsy girl, but if you're hanging out for the football game tomorrow, this is a great platter to make for yourself to go that you guys can take and hang out with your friends and still have your own food. And in all honesty, if you make it a bigger style platter, I guarantee you everybody's going to be eating your food. So I'm going to take just a couple tomatoes. I'm not going to eat a lot. So I'm going to put 4 tomatoes on my little plate. And I want to show you guys, I saw something in the feed, in the Instagram feed, and it was wicked looking donuts. And when I did my lunch with the Countess of Low Carb, I made raspberry mini donut bites. So I'm going to quick pop these in my deep fryer, which we switched out the oil for lard. So I'm just going to pop them in the deep fryer to crisp them up really quick. And I'm super excited about that because I think that's going to taste really, really yummy. And I'm going to make a little dessert platter too. So this is going to be our food platter. And last night I made some cheese and flax chips, and oh my goodness, they turned out so awesome. So the recipe for these, the original recipe called for 1 cup of mozzarella and a 1/2 cup of almond flour. I used a Mexican cheese blend and a 1/2 cup of flax and a little bit of flax seed instead, the blonde. So I'm going to put, I don't know, probably 6 little crackers on my plate. I might add a couple extra because my guy actually really liked these too. But for me on my plate, I usually would put 6 crackers. And I'll tip you down so you can see. And that's done. Like, that's my snack plate. The dessert plate we'll put together in a second. But that's it. That's my snack plate. But if you were going to sit down and watch the football game, that's perfect to have. The base is your good fats to start with your bacon and your dip. And then you've got a little bit of carbs and your extra cheese and your flax for your fiber too. So it's a really good, well-rounded. Now, to do our quick little dessert plate, again, same thing. I don't really feel like making something. But when I did my live with Nancy about fat bombs, I still have a couple of those left. So we're going to start my little plate with a couple of my fat bombs that I have left over. Now, these ones were super easy to make. I used creamed cocoa, coconut milk, blended it together, and then added my flavors. I made 1 batch and then made several different flavors. So I'm going to take two of my little fat bombs and add them to my plate and put them back in the fridge. And the other night I made some ice cream style fat bombs. So we're going to add 1 of each of those to the plate. And I have, these ones are oh, hang on, they're stuck in there. Oh, pink pina colada. And this one is I did a teal peach mango just because those are my colors and I like them. So I'm going to add 2 of those onto my little dessert plate. So we've got 2 ice cream fat bombs and 2 regular fat bombs. And then we're going to add our 2 little mini donuts to it. As soon as they flip out of here in the deep fryer, let me grab my thing to turn them. And they are looking lovely in there. And I'm really super excited that we decided to swap out the oil in our deep fryer for lard. because that means deep fried is back on the menu at my house. And I'm super excited. That was my guy's idea to switch. Now, if you guys decide to do that, it took 6 pounds of lard to fill up my deep fryer. Yours might be a little bit different, but just to give you an idea. And in all honesty, I think it's going to be like liquid gold because I can deep fry again. Okay, so I'm just going to pull those out, and I don't seem to have a paper towel to pop them onto handy. So I'm just going to, okay, I'm going to grab a fork or something I can grab them in. Be right back. There we go. Okay, so I just took the donut bites that we made the other day and then crisped them up in the deep fryer. And I'm going to pop them onto the middle of my plate there. And I'm going to put a little bit, I want to wait until those cool before I put the whipped cream on. So I'm thinking what I'll do is maybe get a little cup to put whipped cream into. And then I can dip stuff into the whipped cream. So I'm going to take a little cup, and this is whipped cream I just whipped up yesterday. And if you keep it in a bag in your fridge, it stays nice, and you can just use it when you want it. I didn't use the right kind of tape to tape the corner, but I was in a rush yesterday. So I'm just going to put some of the whipped cream in my little cup here. As opposed to put it on my donuts because I think it's going to be all hot like. And then I'm just going to throw a couple raspberries in my little whipped cream cup. 3 should probably do it for me. And we'll pop that in. And again, this is great for if you're doing a dessert platter for Super Bowl, or in all honesty, even if you want to pre-plan for Valentine's Day. And I'll let you have a peek at that. And I'll take pictures and post them in the feed for you. But that's it. That's what I've got for you today. Just a quick platter snack when you don't feel like cooking something and to sit down for the game tomorrow. So have a great night. It was so awesome to kind of see you in my house coat. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.